I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. My four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. Every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it.
Welcome to the SEE.SAUVErteentalkshow. SEE meaning stop anger, unfold violence, educate, and redeem. My name is Aaron.
I'm Shantae.
Anisha.
Diana.
Flowwood.
And today we'll be talking about sex trafficking. Now, for all of you who don't know what sex trafficking is the illegal trade, sale of human beings for sexual exploitation or forced labor through abduction, threat, force, deception, fraud. It has no gender, race, age, or even boundaries. It is global.
Okay, so what y'all think about prostituting? Y'all think it's good or bad?
I think it's horrible.
I think it's wrong as well.
I think it's horrible, but to go even deeper, being the devil's advocate, I think it's a needed evil.
Needed?
Yes,
What you
because
think?
it's wrong. It's wrong, but yet people are justifying it, saying that they need to do this for money.
Which makes it sort of, in a way, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but in a way, if you put it in that aspect, it makes it kind of positive.
But I feel as though everybody has an equal opportunity. And just like everyone can get up and get a job or find something to wear, go out, that's just the easy way.
Okay, but let me excuse that. Sex trafficking is not positive at all. This is dangerous. This is a human rights violation.
It's abuse in many ways.
You can get hurt. If sometimes people have sex demons. Some people have sex demons that they have to have. It's like a need to them.
And some people are sexually abused when they're younger, so when they grow up, they have troubles with that. Some people are raped. Some people are raped. So when they grow up, they feel the need to, that sexual, whatever, demon, I guess you said. Like
The sex demon.
I-
Everybody fight demons.
it bothers them as they grow older. So
I strongly agree with what you're saying, because to me everything is spiritual, and I think with some prostitutes, they think that they desire that lust, that feeling, or having intercourse, but actually it's a spiritual thing inside them that they actually learn. It's their flesh.
Sometimes when you talk about prostitution, sometimes as a woman, it's not your choice. You know what I'm trying to say? You got men that will manipulate women to become a prostitute. So it's just two different things. You got two decisions. Either you could do it yourself, well, that's a whole different topic, or prostitute, where you have a pimp. Then you got some that just prostitute just freely.
Okay.
But when you're going into, as far as you're saying, some people have been molested when they were younger, and they find the need to sometimes have the sexual desire to just go ahead and have sex. That's true to a certain extent, yes.
different
That's what I'm
people.
saying,
It's
different.
different for everybody.
Right.
Some people were molested when they were young, and some people, just choose to do it because they think it's cool to do, a right to do. Like they don't have a problem giving their body.
Okay, like I said, it's demons, but we got somebody here right now that lived it and here to tell us her story right now. Tony Freeman, who's joining us live. story. Tell her where it began.
My story began as a child. I was molested by family members. I was molested by a stepfather. From that, like you said, it led over to me meeting that love from another man, and I was just wild with it. I'm not sure if anyone knows about Freak Me. That's how everything started with me, Freak Me down in Atlanta.
Okay.
I met someone who befriended me. We continued to talk for a couple of weeks. He paid for me to come to Charlotte, North Carolina. Then once I got to Charlotte, North Carolina, the ball started rolling. He basically pimped me out, sex trafficked me from state to state, beat me, cut me, did everything possible to me, broke my spirit, just like had me down and out. It was to the point where I would have to go to parties as me being a young woman, college parties, befriend other children, other kids, other teenagers, whoever was at that party. Oh, it's a different party. I know what another party is. Let's go to this party. And next thing I know, he was drugging them, putting them in the car, and we was going somewhere else. So it was like I was a recruiter, going around from party to party.
How old were you at that time?
At that time, I was 18.
Okay.
18. But it started at Freak Me when I was 16.
Okay, so after he recruited you, did like your mother or any family members knew where you was at?
I was always the black sheep of the family. So it was to the point where Dia pop up wherever they is. She know how to come home. So it didn't even dawn on them that I had been kidnapped. And that's the thing with here in America today, adults, children, black, Hispanic, when we leave home, we're considered as a runaway. We're not considered as someone that's taken or someone kidnapped. It's, oh, we have a mental issue, something's wrong with them. They're just out for now. It's never considered that these children, these people have been taken, kidnapped, and sex and human trafficking. My thing, what I want to get people to understand is sex and human trafficking is two totally different things. It's very different. Sex, you're a slave. You do whatever they say. You sleep with this person. You have a couple of hours to do this. Human, and I've done both. You're trafficking drugs. You're putting these things up in you. You're doing everything possible, everything that they want you to do, and you have to do it. I hear people, oh, well, why didn't you get out? It's not that easy. You may try. You can try it, but it's not going to work. You're threatened. Sometimes you're put in closets, locked in. I know I was put in a closet where I had a pot here to kiss and a pot here to defecate in. So it's like a mental torture, like a mental thing.
So when did your family find out? They found out about the drug. What did they say? What was their take-up on it?
My family just found out, they knew of little things here and here, but I went home, because I'm from South Carolina, I went home in August, and it was me and my aunt, and we were sitting around and we was talking about it, and that's when I broke down to them. So it was this year, and it was just like mouths dropped.
How did they feel?
They were more, it wasn't the point of how they felt, it was more of, I didn't know this happened to me. I never would have thought this happened to someone in my family. Why didn't you tell us?
How did you feel?
How did I feel about telling them?
Yeah, what was your emotions, what were your thoughts?
My thoughts were, the emotions I had, at first, it was more of, okay, I'll let this cat out the bag. Now let's see, do they know what's really real? Where did it stem from?
And you have children, right?
Yes, I have my beautiful daughter, Diana, and my husband's over here in the audience, James Freeman. Those two people, really brought forth me telling what happened, what was on.
So what was your purpose of getting it? Did you have money? Did you get drugs? what was you getting out the deal of doing all of this?
Everything you could imagine. I got the drugs, I got to go to the parties, I met the celebrities, I'm in California, I made the money, any and everything you can imagine. I did drugs, did it all.
Okay, so I read up when Jada Pinkett was in Atlanta, and she wants to stop. She said, as a woman and a human being, that is unacceptable. How do you feel about that now, or how do you feel about that back then?
Back then, I would have told her to go fuck herself. Because I was getting that money. Didn't bother me. Right now, I'm all on board with her because I have my daughter. Not only do I have my daughter, but I want to make sure that my daughter knows it's not cool for you to go out here to sell yourself. It's not cool for you to be out here with your legs open, saying pay me for it.
We had something prior to that with Nayana. She said it was all right to get that money. So, you think so? Why do you think that this is experience right here that done lived it and done it? Why you still so good?
All money ain't this money.
Did you know what's crazy? I experienced a certain situation that I should go over.
Okay, what's your situation?
Experience.
You have the situation that you experienced is nothing compared.
What I said was, so you mix my words up. What I said was, is that I feel as though what I was told when I was doing what I'm doing, or if I'm doing what I'm doing, that I feel as though if I'm having sex with someone, then I feel as though that they gotta come up with something. Point period blank. I'm not opening my legs for free.
Okay, do you feel as though that's the same thing that you was doing, or explain that? It's still not. It's still a number.
It's not. But let me bring a point to you. I want you to, I just want to say, pick your head up. Number one, keep your head up. Number two, you sit here, you saying that, and you may be emotional for what I'm about to say.
Wait, why is this about me?
No.
Yes.
No, wait, sit down, let's talk.
Sit down for a second, Ayana.
Sit down, let's me and you talk. Because you know what you're feeling. You know, no, you didn't come for nothing. What you feeling right now, you feeling let down. I felt it. You feeling let down. You want to know what this motherfucker,
That's all right.
you know what he molested me with? A bottle. A broomstick. Do you understand me?
So was I.
So we on the same page, baby girl. We on the same page. Your mom told you that, right? Because I know that's what. Who told you don't open your legs unless it's not
people out here.
Okay, so listen to this. It was told to me too. But you want to know where it led me to? Have you ever had a threesome? Have you ever had a foursome? Have you ever had a fivesome? Have you ever had a sixsome? So talk to me when you done had a ninesome. Forced to do it. Are we there? Do you wonder where you're going to get your next fix from? Are you that hard up for sex? Are you hard up for sex? Do you need sex all day, every day? Come on. I know you.
It's a conversation.
Listen to me. You are me. At age 21, that's where I was at. You know what slowed me down? Can I tell you what slowed me down? You want to look at my back? I was here in New York, and I met Chrissy Monroe from Love and Hip Hop. I don't know if anybody knows, but Chrissy used to be a madam. Chrissy gave me $200 when he tried to sell me to Chrissy, and she said, "Take your ass home." That's what she said to me. Take your ass home. I'm about to go to Greyhound, get on a bus. He caught me getting on the bus. This is what he did to my neck. And threw me out on 95 like I was nothing. You know how I get back to South Carolina? A trucker by the name of Bob dropped me off at the North Carolina border. Then it just so happened I was at a rest area. I'm at this rest area. Another trucker I asked, "Are you going to South Carolina?" "Yeah, come on, hop on." Those are the hub places for sex and human trafficking and prostitution. Another dude came and gripped me up and put me in his car and took me to Charlotte. I get in Charlotte, I'm in a closet for 3 months. 3 months straight. Beat, pissed on, shitted on, whole nine. Whole nine. And you think my family cared? They didn't give two damns. They didn't care at all. You know who got me through where I need to go to in my mind? My God. But I still felt that he failed me. And one night I was out. About to go take on a new joint. About to go get with another man. And my first husband rescued me and didn't even know he did it. Didn't know that he had saved my life. Because they was about to put me in the back of a van and haul my black ass off to Mexico. So you know what happens in Mexico, right? They was about to take me to Mexico. I would have never been seen again. Ever. So don't sit here and think that everybody is coming down on you and everybody's just out to get you. Because right now, you're that age. You're 21, you're me. I hate to say it, but you're just like me. You know it all. You think you know it all. You don't. You don't want to hear what nobody else has to say because you're always right. You're not. You can swing this thing and do whatever you want to do because you're in control of it. You ain't. You may not want to hear it, and it may be going in one and not the other. But let's check this out. Check this scenario out. You ever seen a 3-month-old baby laying on a fucking table with a spoon sticking out of it? My daughter's 9. You ever seen a 9-year-old riding a man that's 45 years old? And she's yelling, screaming, it hurts?
No, that's wrong.
How did that make you feel? So what the hell make you think the road that you're going down now gonna keep you alive or out of trouble? What make you think is right, baby girl?
We was in a warehouse, and it was down in New Mexico. I got up to like 23.
So how was like the sleeping situation? Was y'all all on a cot in one basement?
You ain't sleep, you selling ass.
Oh wow.
No time to sleep. You trafficking drugs.
So that's just
And it's not only females in prostitution,
No,
right?
it's men too.
anybody. Wow.
It's whoever.
So how does that situation go? What do you know?
What do you mean? How does the
When
men
it comes
go?
to, yeah, when it comes to males.
It's just like women. You ever heard they call them lilies?
Wow.
Lilies.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, explain.
That's what the gay guys are called in sex.
Oh, they gay. Oh, maybe some of them wasn't like that, and they just was forced to do it too.
They turn that way.
Oh,
You've
wow.
been that if you come in like that and can handle it and want to stick with it and you don't run away, you're that.
some people don't know that this goes all the way back in history. Like this goes back to like Romans. You know, when they had the games and these females would go up to them in the theater. There was like a theater man, there was the warriors. They would take them underneath the bridge and all that stuff. But I really want you to touch on the different types of prostitutes. Cause I know there's a streetwalker, there's
Prostitute is prostitute.
Yeah, it's no difference. They're all the same.
It was a movie like that.
Yeah,
Remember
it is.
Taken?
We ain't no movie, did it?
No, but I'm saying it was something when she said it was like a movie like that. So
Yeah,
it's
it's a movie called
like,
Taken, but that's over there
Yes.
in that country.
Yes.
They have their own
thing.
thing. Here in the United States, it's totally different.
So have you ever had one that, like, the person that you were supposed to, sleep with or whatever, you ever had one that was just like, or just felt your pain and just were like, you know what, I'm good. And just
No,
walked
because
off?
I was considered an experience. So no, I haven't had no one to say no. Or
No one that ever felt you and just was just like,
I'm good, nah. That never happens.
Okay. So then, though you're going around helping everyone, telling your story, your deep story, where do you see yourself at 5, 10 years from now with doing this?
Continue. continue, because as I said before, this is $1 billion industry. Drugs ain't got nothing on sex and imagery. Nothing. Those people are caught and they go to jail. Everybody's so up in arms about Bill Cosby. These women had a say. Whereas you got Jared from Subway. He's fine. Every woman he was with, every kid he was with, they was sex trafficked at the airport. I did my research. They brought him to either an airport in Atlanta, California, or New York. And not one time have you heard about the 3 black girls that he did this to. All you heard about is the Caucasian girls that's from Russia, that was stationed or housed in New York, stationary in New York. But you will not hear about the 3 black African American girls.
Reiterate on the marks that you have and tell us about the marks again.
The mark on my neck comes from me trying to get away. We had left New York, and I know y'all may say, well, why are you smiling about it? And I can smile about it because I'm over it. And it happened, and I can't do a damn thing about it. He cut me. We were fighting, and before I knew it, we was on 95, and I had a seatbelt on, and I told him, I'm done. I can't do this anymore, I'm done. And next thing I knew, he just cut me across my neck and pushed me out the car. And when I got to North Carolina, it happened again, where I was in the closet and I was crying. That's the first time I've ever been in the closet for that long. And I was crying, and he came through the door. He had the knife in his arm, in his hand, and he just went straight through my shoulder and twisted. So that's how that got here. The one I have on my stomach, I was stripping in the club, and one of the girls that was jealous of me really wanted him, and I kept saying, he's not my boyfriend, he's not my boyfriend. And he got mad, and he came back into the locker room, and he tried to cut me from side to side, like just ripped me, but he cut me here. The bruises on my back come from a bat, me being beat with a bat and pulled on the pavement. I was hiding up in a tree because I was about to run away. That was my last straw. I was just done.
You told me a story about how you were used as a tool to get other girls.
Yes.
Is that one of the reasons why you got cut?
That was the reason why, because I was like, I'm done.
So can you tell us how can people get caught by sex traffickers?
Someone like me, well, like I used to be, going to a party, befriending other males at a party. Let's go to another party. Just throwing it out there, knowing it's a lie that we're going to another party, when in all actuality, we're going right outside, and you may either get hit with something in the head, or you're going to get yanked away and put in a van and take you.
Okay, so that's how you do it.
Or I feel that it can come from, like, even like a boyfriend. I'm not able to talk about it right now because I don't really feel comfortable yet. But the way it almost happened to me was, it was a boyfriend. He promised me everything, like everything. I didn't have to do anything. I would just have to just watch everybody. And when I got there, the situation was totally different. Like totally, I almost lost my life. Like, it's crazy.
Thank you so much for being on the panel today and sharing your story with not only us, but all the viewers out there. That's it for today's show. This is Sauver meaning stop anger, avoid violence, educate, and redeem. Tune in next time.
SEE is an organization that takes inner city youth and gives them hope. The youth of SEE are multi-talented. We are here to help them master their craft. Founder Maurice Williams is praised, supported, and respected by Wendy Williams and co-founder Illuminati Rodriguez. They open their doors as a safe haven to inspire, motivate, and mentor youth here in New Jersey and New York. We're in the front line of the problem that is very crucial in the world we live in today. The SEE Talk Show is our first big project geared to giving young people a platform to express themselves. Topics range from social issues, sports, entertainment, and business, just to name a few. Specializing in plays, speaking at school organizations, youth detention centers, and events. It is very important for us to inspire young people by leading by example.
Our goal for SEE Talk Show is to interview professionals, entertainers, and sport figures while giving young people a hand-on experience in newscasting, a chance outlet to express itself, as well as being inspired by successful people. From all the diversified gifts and talents that make up SEE, we are determined to raise awareness on the struggles and issues of today while collaborating through interviews and bringing together the up-and-coming artists with the legends of today. Not only are we motivated to stop anger, unfold the underlying problem, banish violence, and educate academically as well as artistically, SEE is geared towards saving our future, our youth, saving them from the stigma of failure and the lost causes of today's generation. We are about redeeming dreams, saving one hand at a time. Welcome to SEE meaning Stop Anger, Unfold Violence, Educate, and Redeem. My name is Anne Lord, one of the core members of SEE. SEE is geared towards helping the youth in the communities. We're losing our youth daily to this destructive society. If you're strongly interested in becoming a singer, dancer, journalist, or any other creative, or showcasing your talent on our show, please stay tuned after the show and call this number, 973-901-9861. Once again, 973-901-9861. Thank you.
All the whips is a year ahead. I only fear the feds. I'm 45 on the other side of the peephole. Headshot, point blank, all of the free throw. I'm funny cause I had the vision since the peephole. Back then, still ain't reached my peak though. Louis Loafers, Polo Peacoat. Call me whenever the boss is me, yo. I drove hot and crazy, so the industry never won't stop me, baby. You can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me, baby. You can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me, yo, I'm confident, cause I ain't cocky. I just know one thing, it can't stop me. Whether I'm on here or LA or swap me, it's all good, cause I know the gangsters got me. First things first, the jaws are broken. Treat the rap game like a large monopoly. One-on-one, can't guard me properly. When they double team me, the hard to stop me. I move like 80 milligrams of oxy. Send your sister back to your family, not me. Stop too hot for the grams without me. When the rap racket remains in top C, all the whole six, quick to blow 3. All your criminals, you know OG. Shooters know you, you don't know me. Lots crazy, can't stop me, baby. Can't stop me, can't stop me, can't stop me.
It's a great opportunity, and I feel like it's a blessing because now that I'm here, I've learned a lot about myself, and it's getting me on the right track that I need to be on.
SEE has taught me a lot. It has taught me to be a stronger person. It has taught me to present myself in better ways. It has taught me to learn how to work with others.
Get that phone call from the doctor, leave it. You cannot stop me, so stop believing. Ringtone rap, this is not the season. Punchline's hard enough to stop you breathing. And the ladies will still pay a lot to see him. I'ma get rich long as I got my freedom. Usually when you get hit, it's for a reason. If you in the hood, better dodge the diesel. Watch your accusing, be on your reason. Thank y'all all for coming out this evening. Having a good time with your liquor and treason. Even if they knock me, then continue to watch me. They still wouldn't be able to stop me. You can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me, baby. You can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me now, you can't stop me, you can't stop me.
more information about our organization. Please feel free to copy down all the information that will be shown to you at the end of the show on the screen. Sauver helps a lot of youth in the community, saving them one hand at a time. Stop anger, unfold violence, educate, and redeem. Sauver.
What's good is your boy Flyboy. I'm the host. Now we tuned in to Severe Train Line. You about to get into that new hot track by Redhead. Alright, so while y'all over there doing that, check this out.
It's loaded. Hate it or love it, I'm gonna always be beloved. You understand me?
My vision getting clearer, I'm looking in the mirror, I'm saying to myself,
that's a fly.
Yeah, Harlem is the city, got all my with me, you know that they get busy.
Let's ride.
Da da, di-di-di-da-di-da, di-di-di-da-di-da.
You know I'm hot.
Ride, da da, di-di-di-da-di-da, di-di-di-da-di-da.
They tryna take my spot. Play the binks, the starters is staying in. My thinking cap on, I'm about ready to raise the brim. Been bathing in the money, so honeys the favors win. I got enough fans, ain't looking to make a friend. Bad news for niggas with rap moves. The facts prove I'm way up in the stat pool. If cash rules, the bread good, then you fast food. Thought I left, but I write on them like tattoos. Mirror on the wall, who's the flyest of all? Maybe the monologue, a fancy designer club. Buying out the bar for baby behind the bar, so you can tell them for tying them on my job. They want me as a martyr, drop the hammer on mama. R.I.P. out the hoodie and light a candle for Harlem. Bring the that knew me and bitches that love me truly. 100 bands for the box and bury me in my Gucci. But love the
my vision getting clearer, I'm looking in the mirror, I'm saying to myself,
that's a fly.
Yeah, Newark is the city, got all my with me, you know that they get busy.
Let's ride.
Da da, di-di-di-da-di-da, di-di-di-da-di-da.
You know I'm hot.
Red man in the building, da da, di-di-di-da-di-da,
yes sir.
di-di-di-da-di-da.
Let's go. They tryna take my spot.
Yo, all my fans say when the fan mail, cause I had they main girl on a handheld. I go to the store, they try to pop my fan bell, then I body him in the street like Cornbread Earl. Boy, I'm that thorough, I'm like a pit bull. Windex in the pin to make it crystal. 170, but in rap, I'm a big dude. So yeah, I got bars like a gym room. Boy, I'm that dirty, so tell a rap jury that tennis, the only way it gon' serve me. My black Mac Bernie, I even Mac Siri. I'm killing the mic like Conrad Murray. Get your weight up, boy, you wanna hustle with it. Even my protein bars got muscle in it. Pop my trunk, pop yours, nothing in it. I'm cool, so hold up.
Wait a minute.
Let's go.
You know I'm hot. They tryna take my spot.
Looks I'm loaded, about ready to spit a verse. On haters I unloaded, be ready to get his hearse. I'm about to serve him notice, if Harlem don't get him first, send him down to unemployment, cause homie gon' get this work. Hot bins, every honey gets top 10. If she hops in, then more than likely we not friends. Look, I'm locked in, hit you like Skelly, your top spin. First I pop, then I'm out like Pirellis on stock rims. Fires in the game, still applying the pain. Since Milk was top billing and Light was riding the train. These paper thin villains get scraped and thrown in the flame. 85% of rappers is fake and so is they chain. Now that's a no-brainer, 36 in my chamber. Now a moment of silence, I throw a L up a banger. Lyrics is not a singer, don't ever forget it's gangsta. Ladies, they get the thumbs up, coppers just get the finger.
My vision getting clearer, I'm looking in the mirror, I'm saying to myself,
that's a fly.
Yeah, Harlem is the city, got all my with me, you know that they get busy.
Let's ride.
Da da, di-di-di-da-di-da, di-di-di-da-di-da.
You know I'm hot.
Ride, ride.
You ain't know. 2 G's on the track. Mean.
Two, one.
Keyshawn, you forgot to pick up the Daquan again. No, I don't want to hear it, Keyshawn. I don't. When are you gonna get yourself up in the streets, You know they ain't got nothing to offer. Look, what you don't understand is that these streets ain't your friends. These cops ain't your friends. These doggone white folks ain't your friends. You know what they expect from us, Keyshawn? From me, from you? They expect us to fail. And I'm not gonna let that happen. You see, around your age, your father was out there smoking, drinking, injecting himself like there was no tomorrow. Where is he at now, Keyshawn? Where? I had to sell my body. I had to sell my soul. 5, 10, 15 niggas a week. It ain't even worth it, baby. Just to put money on the table, just to put food on the table. So when I say to study, when I say to put your head into those books, I am not playing, Keyshawn. Education is the key, and God knows that's the only thing that's gonna get us out the hood.
My name is Nicole Williams. I'm co-founder of the Severe organization, and what we are about is using the youths of today by teaching them through whatever creative art they have. We mentor them, we help them have the voice to share whatever it is they have on their mind. With today's issues, the social issues of today's and the problems that they have to go through, it's hard for our kids to express what they feel. And we want to use our teen youth organization and teach them to interview politicians, entertainers, interview other people out there to know that you can make it far, that the obstacles that they had to overcome in order for them to get to where they're at. This is Dorian. He's one of our interviewers that he goes out and he speak out on behalf of the organization. Would you like to add anything?
Yes, I just like to say that the program Severe has really helped a lot of people so far from what I've seen, young people, pulling them off the streets, teaching them to move in a different direction from what they was taught, brought up on. I just want to say that it's a good program for people who don't have role models, a good program to really teach people to express yourself, not suppress yourself. And I just want to say, I'm new to the program, but from me being there and seeing certain things in videos, I see that, when you have people behind you that support you and help you, you really can get places. I'm an artist myself. I did a mural for Urban League. I did another mural for Don LaCosta, and just being in different things, like that, it really teaches you that it's more to just being on the streets, and you can live life and not go through struggles and stuff when you have people there to help you.
Again, the Severe organization, you can find us on Facebook at Severe. You can email us at severemovement@yahoo.com. The founder is Maurice Thompson, and I'm co-founder Nicole Williams. You can also Facebook us as under Nicole Williams.
What does society teaches little girls about being a woman?
This is a floating production.
well, an example of low self-esteem is me. So I would say, work on it and just know that, there's nothing to fear, You can do it. Don't let other people judge you or be scared of what others have to say, because, people are going to talk regardless. So show them what you're made of, You can do it. Well, I've been bullied about my weight, and it played a big part in me because, I would go home and just look in the mirror and be like, damn, like, I'm not pretty like the rest of these girls. I'm not skinny or like, So, but now I'm growing, and when I look in the mirror, I just point out the little things that make me happy, and I'm like, you know what, you're beautiful. So, yeah, it takes time. I think schools and other places, they talk about it, for like a week or 2 days, but they don't really take action. They'll have people in their feelings for a couple of hours, but what is that really doing? People are gonna go back to the same routine. So, no, I don't think they're doing enough.
Not let that situation escalate to that point. Kids go to the authority, the principal, their counselor. They bring the situation, but I feel as though enough is not being done because it's going back to where the problem has started the next day or the next week. So I feel as though they need more organizations. They need more of the parents to come together. They need more of the departments in their communities and just families as a whole to come together, because they're taking bullying too lightly to the point where people are taking their own lives. That should never get to that point.
I feel like it's unnecessary. I don't know why it exists, but I get that people need to take their lives, even though it's not the right way. I guess it's just why it exists.
Is people doing a lot of stuff for bullying?
No, because if they were, bullying wouldn't exist, or it would be like dramatically low rates of bullying. I feel like not enough people take action, especially in schools and at home. And people don't feel like they have someone to run to and talk to about their feelings.
Taught me a lot. It has taught me to be a stronger person. It has taught me to present myself in better ways. It has taught me to learn how to work with others.
Yeah, I've learned to expand my vocal range. More self-esteem, confidence, and I just overall learned a lot of things other than music and music theory in general. I learned martial arts. I learned to find who I am, a higher state of learning, just multiple things.
It's a great opportunity, and I feel like it's a blessing because now that I'm here, I've learned a lot about myself, and it's getting me on the right track that I need to be on.
There's a lot of students in my school particularly that, after school's over, they just go home. And I feel as though there are certain individuals that want to do more with their lives, that want to, get out of their parents' wings and, do something more of themselves, There's a lot of people with dreams out there. They want to inspire, they want to create, they want to evolve. So I feel like Sauver will give them that opportunity.
He's motivating me a lot to do things that I don't think I would do on my own. And he supports me in whatever I do. So if I don't get the support at home, I know when I come to Sauver, I have support. And that's what I'm really thankful of.
never got a response. So I just, yeah.
What has Sauver done for you?
It's taught me that you can always work towards it. It's only you stop it. So, it's taught me that you can do big things. It just needs you to give yourself, teach yourself.
He's been a big impact in my life. He's reached out so many things that I've hidden from other people out of me and made me stare at it and made me realize and made me evolve as a person. So I really appreciate him for that. We're very bonded. And, if there's something not right with at least one of us, I think we all feel each other's pain. If something's going wrong with, one of the other individuals, I feel as though we're both sharing what that person's going through, so it affects us all. So we have that love, we have that bond.
Yeah, he's there 100%, I always thought I needed like a therapist or something, but he's the one that helps me through my problems and through the day, so yeah. Like I said, it gets you out of trouble and it gets you on the right track, so your dreams could come true, so.
He's been through he's been through obstacles as well as others. We've all been through obstacles, and his journey, which I've had a pleasure of hearing, has inspired me. And he has so much experience, so he's helped me with all of my problems and my obstacles, and is continuing to help me with my problems and the obstacles that I'm going through. Bullying in the schools is increasing every day, and it's taken too lightly because it's getting more and more serious. You're hearing it more and more on the news, more incidents between student, teacher, student to student in various situations, and we just need to do more things to have a bigger impact in changing all this negative energy into positive energy, because bullying has taken a big risk on a lot of people's lives and a lot of the youth lives. And I feel as though Sauver coming to schools and being across communities, growing to grow, will have a big impact on the youth as a whole and make us more positive and have these crucial situations become less.
That they had to overcome in order for them to get to where they're at. This is Dorian. He's one of our interviewers. That he goes out and he speak out on behalf of the organization. Would you like to add anything?
Yeah, so I just like to say that the program Sauver has really helped a lot of people so far from what I've seen. Young people, pulling them off the streets, teaching them to move in a different direction from what they was taught, brought up on. I just want to say that it's a good program for people who don't have role models, a good program to really teach people to express yourself, not suppress yourself. And I just want to say, I'm new to the program, but for me being there and seeing certain things in videos, I see that, when you have people behind you that support you and help you, you really can get places. I'm an artist myself. I did a mural for Urban League. I did another mural for Don Costa, and just being the different things, like that, it really teaches you that it's more to just being on the streets, and you can live life and not go through struggles and stuff when you have people there to help you.
Again, the Sauver organization. You can find us on Facebook at Sauver. You can email us at sauvermovement@yahoo.com. The founder is Maurice Thompson, and I'm co-founder Nicole Williams. You can also Facebook us as under Nicole Williams.
Yo!
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Our streets. 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 Our streets.